Hello, my name is Krista Ross and I'm CEO of the Fredericton Chamber of Commerce. As more candidates put their names forward to seek riding nominations and ultimately run in the 2018 provincial election, the business community looks forward to engaging with all of the candidates, party leaders, and other stakeholders. Engaging in the political process and providing an avenue for parties and citizens to exchange ideas is one of the ways our organization tries to bring value to our membership and to the community. The policy priorities and decisions of whichever party forms government after the September election will have a major impact on the business community, and our members need to be as informed as possible before making a decision. That's also why we join forces with Le Conseil économique de Nouveau-Brunswick, the Greater Moncton Chamber of Commerce, the St. John Region Chamber of Commerce, the New Brunswick Business Council, and the Atlantic Chamber of Commerce to launch the We Choose Growth campaign in March. Since then, other groups that have endorsed the We Choose Growth message include the Tourism Industry Association of New Brunswick, Chartered Professional Accountants of New Brunswick, Forest NB, Bio New Brunswick, Ignite Fredericton, Merit Contractors, and the Canadian Manufacturers and Exporters. We Choose Growth is based on 5 pillars that will allow the next government to create a climate that attracts new business investment to the province while allowing existing businesses to grow and thrive. The 5 pillars are: 1. Private sector-driven economy. 2. Responsible resource development. 3. Improved export performance. 4. Labor market development. And 5. Responsible fiscal management. I'll briefly explain each of them. A private sector-driven economy means that the next government must commit to making New Brunswick the best place to establish and grow a business through competitive tax and regulatory policy, supporting access to new and existing markets, and reducing the cost of doing business. The government can't create jobs, but it can create conditions that allow businesses to do so. In turn, economic growth allows the government to provide public services to New Brunswickers. It's one of the reasons the Fredericton Chamber's vision is stronger community through business prosperity. Responsible resource development has been the backbone of New Brunswick's economy for centuries. The idea that we cannot have regulations and processes that are both business-friendly and environmentally sound is false. In order to attract major private sector project investment, New Brunswick needs a review process that has clear timelines and parameters for approvals that do not shift mid-process. Nothing scares large investments away faster than uncertainty. The provincial government can have an active role in their efforts to help New Brunswick companies become more export-ready and to increase our global profile for trade. Every $1 million in exports creates approximately 6 jobs in the province, including services. Our group would like to see exports double by 2030, which will take a concerted effort by both the public and private sector. We are also hopeful that the province's exports can diversify over that time, with 90% of our exports heading to the United States, and a large piece of that is energy-related exports. Key to attracting new investments in the province is expanding and diversifying our labor force by developing strategies to retain our youth, create opportunities for expat New Brunswickers to return home, attract and retain immigrants, and create the conditions to convince international students to stay after their period of study is finished. Somewhat paradoxically, the most important factor to growing our labor force is the availability of jobs, which shows that each of these 5 priorities are intrinsically linked. The government must embrace all of them. The province's debt load, which has been accumulated over many years and several changes in government, is a drag on any growth progress made. Whichever party forms the next government in New Brunswick must prioritize responsible financial management, including a commitment to reducing New Brunswick's net debt. In part, this means restraining spending to true, economically justifiable investments with a measurable ROI. We cannot deal with the debt by continuing to ask businesses and individuals in this province to pay more. New Brunswick has hit the limit in its ability to support spending via tax increases. Our alliance has been meeting with the leaders of all of New Brunswick's political parties to share the We Choose Growth message. It is our hope that we see some of our priorities in their platforms and in the policies of whichever party forms the next government. If you would like to discuss these priorities further, any member of our alliance would be happy to speak with you. Thanks for watching.